All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode. I'm your host, Andrew Grayson. Today we're with a special guest. It is Tommy Prine.
How's it going, y'all?
And off camera, we have some friends as well. We have Savannah and Sandy that will be joining us for a couple conversations as well. So we'll go ahead and get this thing started. So Tommy is a upcoming and will be country music legend. And we've got a few questions today that fans have written in and asked, as well as some that I have. And so we'll get a little bit of background on Tommy and kind of go from there. All right, so we'll start off our questions here. So our first one, what got you interested in playing guitar?
I really like this question because it was just something that I think I just naturally gravitated towards. Because, so like when you're a kid, you're just always like soaking in everything around you, and you're noticing how your parents react. Like let's say like if you're at like a dinner table and like you'll see like a friend come over and like that's how they like, okay, this is how people greet their friends, you know what I mean, like stuff like that. So to me, with like being on the road and seeing my dad like we'd like go eat dinner at our hotel or whatever, and then go to like a big venue and he'd get up on stage and like rock out. Yeah. And then like we'd hang out afterwards. So in my head, I'm like, that's just what people do. Like, yeah, I'm like, that's what adults do. They play music for other people and everyone has fun. Like, that's just what you do. And I mean, like, obviously it was just like, I just mimicked my dad because I would just pick up a guitar and like, I just started to teach myself how to play. Like, I remember like running over to him in the kitchen and being like, Dad, look. And like, I'd be like being like, down, like smoke on the water. You know what I'm saying? Like the easiest thing. Like, but like literally, dude, I just started like I didn't really have lessons like that. I had piano lessons. Like I didn't have guitar lessons when I was a kid. I just wanted to play so bad. I just wanted to be able to like make that noise. And like I think it was just kind of like almost like a spiritual thing, I guess you could say. Like I just like it meant everything to me immediately. So I just started picking it up and playing and like just trying to like learn songs. And like now that kind of translates into like my like super unorthodox like finger picking style that I do, and like just my own sort of way of playing guitar. And yeah, man, I mean I think it's just I don't know what it is that made me get into guitar. Really? Natural. Yeah, I think it exactly. I think it was just something that I was supposed to do, I guess. So.
Okay. Yeah. And for those that don't know, Tommy's the son of John Prine, who's an absolute legend, not only in the guitar world, but in the country music world as well. So, no, I think that's probably spot on. The natural instinct more than just a
right,
on the water type of feel to it. And
no doubt.
You've upgraded a little bit since then.
No doubt.
But cool, good deal. So our next one we got is your favorite song of your dad's.
When I was a kid, Fish and Whistle was my favorite. Like it was the one that I would like jump up and down and be like, Mom, who's playing it? Like that was like the one that I've always loved. And the older I got, because like, you know, like when you're a teenager and you're like, everything's lame, like, right. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, exactly. So like, I'd be like, dude, like, I don't care about this. Like, this isn't cool at all. And then like, obviously like when I started like playing with my dad and like, I got like a little bit older, like around like 17-ish, it kind of all started like sinking in. Just like, I understood why my dad was like a big deal because of the songs that he had, the emotions that he was able to deliver, the way that he can make you like bawl your eyes out and start dying laughing in the span of like 15 seconds. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, Fish and Whistle was like the first one, like when I was a kid. And then like now, I mean, I love so many of the ones on his last record, on Tree of Forgiveness. Like, what? Oh, okay. It's a nervous tick. Actually, by the way, off camera, someone just typed out in big bold letters, "Stop touching your face, Tommy."
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was Sandy.
Okay, so should I sit on my hands? All right. Actually, can y'all go get another pair of socks? Yeah.
No, mittens. He needs mittens.
Yeah. Well, no, actually, that might work because then I'd be like, oh, I look ridiculous right now.
Just hide head though.
Yeah, just hide or like slowly raise up in the camera. Anyways, I just did it again. All right, I'll pet my dog. There we go. Yeah, Fish and Whistle was like my favorite as a kid, and then I mean now there's just so many, man. Like there's different ones that hit me at different points in my life, and that's one thing that I'm really really grateful for after losing him, that I have like his whole catalog for the rest of my life to just like listen to and draw from in the moments that I needed the most, you know. I mean, what's your favorite? What did you like hearing the most at the shows? You loved Lake Marie.
Yeah, that was a good one. I loved Lake Marie because he always danced off the stage to it.
Yeah. It was the one he would end his shows with, like right before the encore. And it's just like this really, really beautiful song. And it was something where it's like you almost like you have to play it live, basically. Mm-hmm. Like it's one of those songs where it creates like a magic in the air. Yeah, I mean, gosh, dude, that's actually such like a tough question, because that's always, it seems like such a simple question, but it's actually like I don't know how to answer that, man. Yeah, like I think that the answer to that question is gonna change, I think, like every couple years for me. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And I like how you said it depends on, not depends, each song can bring out a different emotion. Yeah. It's like one of my favorite songs is one called Illegal Smile. And it's just like a chill, I like that. And then I listen to one called In Spite of Ourselves, which makes me just crack up, some of the lyrics that are in that. And so it's just like whatever you're listening to brings out different emotion, kind of depending on how you feel and look at it.
He was like all over the place with that too. Like it's all like in a show. I would see people out in the crowd, like everyone would be looking around, like hugging each other, laughing, and then like there'd be moments where there'd be people like deeply like weeping. Yeah, literally. So, and I just think that's really special. You know,
it's a special artist to be able to bring that out.
It does, yeah.
Any type of person.
Yeah, and it's like it's like you almost forget it's a performance. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like you almost like for a second forget, like, wait, this is just a concert. Like, but it was never just that with my dad. You know, I think he was able to bring anyone and everyone to that space, and I think it's really special.
Yeah, it takes a special type of artist to be able to do that. Yeah, good deal. So, kind of segueing in our next question, what is your favorite song that you have written or performed? Or
we actually were just talking about that.
Yeah, I mean, on the record, so like, so for this record, I think one of the reasons that makes it so special is that I've been writing songs for years. Like I started writing songs when I was like 15, probably like 15 or 16, but like really like digging in and getting more serious probably in the last like 3 years, like 3 or 4 years maybe. So I think what's so cool about that is like, Maggie. Oh my God. Are we still good? Yeah, we're still good. Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay. Maggie, no, man. You sit. Yeah, seriously. But what makes this record so special, man, is that I have written like close to like 100-ish, maybe more, probably more songs. And I just picked like the best 11 that I had out of years, out of everything I've been through, like all the different moments in my life. And it really feels like I love so many songs that I've gotten to like either wrote myself or like with other people in co-writes, and that just didn't make it on the record just because these 11 were like, it wasn't even so much like, oh, it's a better song kind of thing. So in some cases, yes, but a lot of it was like, I need to say this. Like this needs to be said on this record. Like that's what I need to say in my like, you know, like, hey world, this is Tommy Prine, you know? Yeah. And man, I have this one song that I've played at like a bunch of like writers rounds and stuff like that, and it is on the record. It's called This Far South. And I was saying yesterday, it's like one of, if not the song, that if someone was like, who are you as a person, as a songwriter, as a singer, as an artist, as just like a human? Like, who are you? Like, I would be like, listen to that song. Yeah. That would be the one that I would like. I feel like you would get me after that song.
Okay, and that's gonna be on the album.
It is. Yeah.
Okay, and that's gonna be on the album
It is.
coming up.
Yeah.
Okay, good deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think mine. I don't know if you wrote it or not, but there's one on YouTube that I like. It's called "Ain't Felt Like This in a While" or "Ain't
Yeah,
Felt
man.
This Way."
Oh,
Yeah. I really like that one. Just like
I wrote that with my buddy Matt Mulhair, who is awesome. Look him up on like Instagram or something. But like he's the real deal, dude. I was like, I'm not really actually like a country artist. Like this is probably gonna live more like an alternative space, like an alternative kind of rock. But like I do have like folk and country in my blood, so like there's gonna be notes of that for sure. That like I can only do so much.
That
About
comes
that. You know what I
out,
mean? So
yeah.
like that's gonna be a part of it for sure.
Right, yeah.
But Matt is like a straight up like a badass country writer, and like he's also just like a great dude. Like he's like a homie of mine too. Like he's just like such a sweetheart, and we just like connected right off the bat. And like of course like we're in Nashville, like the same age, so I was like, you probably write songs, don't you? And he's like, I do. So like let's do that together. And we wrote a bunch of songs together, and I just think it's so cool because like we pull each other in like polar opposite directions, because I can get in this super like heady like indie alternative space, and he can just write like radio hits basically, you know what I'm saying? And so like when we like get together and we kind of like meet in the middle on that, that's how Ain't Been Me in a While, or Ain't Felt Like Me, I can't remember the actual title of it, but Ain't Felt Like Me in a While, that's how that song came about. Because I think we're like both just like really vulnerable when we write, and we're able to like kind of move past the common things that we kind of run through when we're writing alone. Yeah.
It helps
to it does, man.
It helps to collab, get bring his energy and yours together.
Collaboration in music. I mean, like, I love a lot of this. Like a lot of the songs that are on my record, basically, actually, almost all of them, bar like one or two of them, maybe like two or three of them, I wrote by myself. But man, when you get together with someone and you can like really kind of like let go and be honest, like that's when the really good songs get out, man. So I love that one too, man.
Yeah, that's my favorite by far.
Yeah. All right, man. Yeah, I put it on like every set list when I play shows, so that's always one that people really like.
Yeah. So that's perfect going into the next question here. So are you going to have a stop on your tour in Nashville?
Playing at Acme on the 27th of this month.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
So,
wow. Okay. Of July. Yeah.
So it's a Tuesday, I believe. 7 p.m. is when it starts. And yeah, I'm going on. I think it's just like a 30-minute set kind of thing. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing that here. And then the You Got Gold week that we're doing, I don't know if you heard about that. It's like the whole first week in October where like the Prine family takes over Nashville, because we're doing like a in memoriam thing of my dad, and all of our friends, artist friends, are going to be showing up, and we're just going to have like a huge like party basically for a week, and we're going to go play
That's
the
awesome.
Opry,
Yeah.
the Ryman, Basement East, Station Inn. Am I like what else?
And it's all his friends, so it's the Prime family, but it's gonna be, I think Jason and
Yeah, Jason
other
Isbell
people.
and like Nathaniel Rateliff probably, and Margot.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure Rustin's doing something too.
I think so.
Yeah. So but it's like, I mean, I can't really tell you like everything, but it's like if you think like they'll probably be there, like they'll probably be there. Yeah, exactly. So
Most likely.
but yeah,
will.
dude, it's just gonna be so fun, and I'm gonna be doing a couple sets around town that week as well. So stay tuned for that for sure. Whenever I know more, because we have so much going on that week, like I actually don't really know what I'm doing, but once I know, I'm gonna like I'll make some announcements and like let people know and give them some time ahead. So
You're on your website too.
yes, I'll put it on my website, which is www.tommyprine.com. You can get my tickets for my shows there as well, and just everything you need.
Yeah. Is that something that we would buy tickets to? Yeah. Is that something that we would buy tickets to go like? I guess I'm assuming to the Opry, Ryman, to bounce around.
Ryman's sold out already. I'm not sure if the Station Inn is a ticket thing. I don't know. Maybe.
That's on the John Prine website.
Yeah, that's on the John Prine website. That you can definitely go check that out. I mean, if you just Google it, like it's the first thing that comes up is the website. But yeah, there's gonna be a whole bunch of stuff going down that week, and it's gonna be so cool. Like I can't wait. We've been planning this for a super long time. So
Yeah, now that COVID's dying down, we'll be able to.
Yeah.
Now that COVID's dying down, we'll be able to kind of
Yeah.
get out there and really enjoy it. Yeah.
We've been waiting for this for a long time, you know, because like we didn't really get that when my dad passed. It was just like it was basically like it felt like it went through like my family and then it went to Nashville. Like the whole coronavirus thing, like everyone was still kind of like, you know, starting to close down. Like things were starting to quiet down a lot before, like, you know, like the big silence we had for a couple weeks. Yeah, we didn't really get a chance to have anything like that. So it's gonna be like a lot of emotions for sure. It's gonna be fun. Like we're all gonna have like a lot of good times, but it's gonna be heavy too. So yeah.
We'll make sure to put that in the description too. We'll make sure to put that in the description too for people to go out if they can buy tickets outside of the Ryman and the dates for that. And
yeah, we can I guess do one for mine and for my dad's website so they can get familiar.
Yeah. Get more news on it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you said you played piano, or you started a little bit, like you took lessons. Do you still continue that at all? Or are there times where you don't want to play the guitar, you just want to jam on the piano, or is it kind of full time?
I like honestly really want to start getting back into piano, just because I think that's probably the best instrument for someone to learn if they want to know more about music and just have like a good understanding. If you know the piano really well, like you can play a lot of stuff. It's like the bare bones of music, you know what I mean? So I want to get back into that more. I mean, like I can play like a Lord of the Rings song. Like I like that's it. No?
Yes,
like,
let's go.
Like,
yeah.
It, no? Like, you know what I mean? Like she's actually like better at piano balloon, like whenever she sees one. And it's like every time it like stops me my tracks. I'm just like kind of there listening to it. But I want to start playing more piano. But honestly, man, I play guitar. That's my thing.
Yeah, stick with that.
Yeah, I started out like when I was a kid playing electric guitar. I learned on the electric guitar just because I wanted to be like, you know, like Jimmy Page, and like I wanted to be like I wanted to be like Dimebag Darrell. Like I wanted to be like a crazy like lead guitar player. But then I think at like 14 or 15, I picked up an acoustic, and like just playing it like once, like the feeling that I get from playing acoustic is just immediately. So that's like all I do now. I just have a Taylor and this Martin over here.
Plus, it's easier, I think, to learn on an electric. Because you know the strings on an electric, it's easier for me. Like
a little bit of a
to learn versus like steel string on an acoustic.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think maybe the only instrument that like kind of hurts to learn, like tears up your fingers and stuff. Oh yeah, like I don't know if I per se have calluses, but I don't feel my tips. I can't feel my fingertip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for clarifying. Yeah.
Should I be worried?
No, that's funny. I grew up playing piano a little bit because I was trying to impress a girl in high school, and the only time it worked was at UT. We went to the Alpha Chi girls to ask them to homecoming, and so I played 1,000 Miles by Vanessa Carlton, and we changed the lyrics to ask the AKO girls to homecoming. And so it was my one like star moment where I got to show off playing on the piano.
Yeah.
And they still said no.
Yeah.
So didn't really come in handy.
No,
but
man, you keep doing you.
yeah, I'm still gonna do it. Yeah. Forget those AKO.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. All right, so about halfway through here, our next one, if you could play with anyone, who would it be? Any type of genre, you know, doesn't have to just be guitar, any piano, any folk band.
Dude, I mean, like, if I'm being honest, I've like pretty much gotten to play with like all my heroes so far. I don't really know who else. Like, what do you think? I don't even know.
Andre 3000.
Yeah, actually. No, actually, if I... Oh my God, that's the best answer. You know me so well. Yeah, I know, like I feel like that would actually be so sick if I got to play with Andre 3000, honestly. Like, Outkast was, like, the first thing that got me, like, really into listening to music. Like, when I was a kid, I, like, saved up, like, pocket money and bought Speaker Box Love Below. And like I was just hooked like immediately. I just listened to that album like maybe like 2,000 times. Like actually, yeah. I mean, like I don't even know what that would look like, but
And I'm trying to picture what a collab of you on the guitar and then getting
sick, dude. He has an awesome voice. Like,
Yeah.
I think we'd actually do something. If all right, I'm manifesting that. Me and Andre 3000. If you're watching this, my guy, please. It's okay if it doesn't happen now or anytime soon, but at some point while I'm here, please, can we do that? That'd be so cool.
That might take off more than we think.
Yeah. Oh, dude, if he gets back to me on that, like, I actually might like cry.
I'm gonna get a DM from like his managers, like, "Hey, is that Tommy guy actually serious?"
Oh, I'm serious as a heart attack. Like, Andre 3000. Like, actually, a freak out. Yeah, I think that's like legitimately the one dude. And then I guess if I had to like pick like another one that is like maybe a little closer to like my world. I mean, if I got to like if I got to play like my songs with someone, it would be sick to play with Justin Vernon, from Bon Iver, yeah.
Yeah, Bon Iver.
So I did like, it was like a festival that he throws called the Eau Claire Festival. It's like, I think that's where he's from, Eau Claire. And him and his band did an entire set of my dad's songs. And it was amazing. And me and my whole family like flew out to like go see it and like hang out backstage and stuff. And I got to kick it with him, and he is like, just watching him work is so cool. It is. No, seriously. Like even like before, so we went to like, I think it was his house, or like it was just like another like one of his like places, I guess, there, or like whatever. But he had this like barn where it was like you walk in and it's just like a massive rehearsal space with like everything in it. And like we walk in and the band's in there and Justin's in there. He's like, "Hey, what's up, guys? Like, give me 2 seconds." And he's literally like, I think I can't remember what he was playing, but he would like walk over to every single person, and there was like 7 people playing, and he'd be like giving them signals and like talking to them, and they'd like change up a little bit, and you could like literally see this dude's brain like working, like his like neurons like firing. Like it was crazy, and like he's just so talented, dude, and I've looked up to that dude for a really long time. But I got to go play like 2 songs at the end of the set with him and like the band and my dad, and it was crazy, dude. It was like super sunny and bright, and there was like this big crowd, like super good vibes. And then right when my dad walks on stage and we walk out there with him, the sky just opens up and it starts pouring down rain, and like people just sat there and just like didn't move a muscle, just sat there just soaking rain. Like no one left. It was just like everyone there. And my dad did like I think we did Lake Marie, I'm pretty sure. And like, dude, it was like, it gives me chills just like thinking about it, dude. Like literally, like as he danced off stage, the rain stops. That's badass, dude. Like it was like it was
badass. Yeah, it was like, nobody's leaving. It's like we're all gonna bear through it. Yeah,
like no one surprised, you know what I mean? Like it was crazy, dude. So I like technically played with him, but like not really. Like I think I like sang on like a mic like near him. You know what I mean? Like I don't really think
that, right?
Oh yeah, that is that. Yeah, look.
We can send you the picture to put up.
There's Justin, and then that's my brother Jack, and then that's me, and then there's my dad looking like a fucking beast. That's bad. Yeah, and look, you see like the raindrops there. Like, dude, it was so crazy. And look he's cheesing. He was so happy, dude.
Yeah, you'll have to send me that. Like,
yeah.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
I'll do that right now.
Is that one of the best places you've played, like either by yourself or with your dad? What would you say is kind of the best environment, whether that's a bar, studio?
Oh, dude,
on stage there with Justin.
Like the answer to that question is like one of like the huge venues that like I don't even know if I'll ever make it back to one of those, because like they're like that, like Red Rocks. Yeah, we did a sold out Red Rocks where like, I didn't really like. I do the encores with my dad when I went on the road with him. And so I'll just go out and do Paradise and like sing a verse. But yeah, we did it at a sold out Red Rocks one year, and like that was mind blowing, dude. It was crazy. I think Casey was the friend that we had out there for that show. That, I mean, dude, so many places. Like Radio City with Circle Simpson was pretty nuts too. Yeah, I would say like those like venues for sure. That's like when, and then I mean Bonnaroo.
Bonnaroo was awesome.
That might have been like the biggest like full circle moment for me, like there, just because I had been going to Bonnaroo for 10 years
As a fan.
yeah and like just going to like hang out and like party obviously and like
Yeah.
go and like
Yeah.
go like watch music and like just have like a life-changing experience. And then we went together and it was your first Bonnaroo, right? And I got to play on Saturday night, I think, and it was so cool, man.
That's badass.
Like
yeah.
that's actually
That's
the
badass.
picture we
Yeah.
used
That's
for my
actually
tour
the
graphic
picture
is
we
me
used.
on stage
It
at
is?
Bonnaroo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that the one you have a green bandana?
Am I?
Is that
Am I wearing a bandana?
No, I made you take it off, but
Oh,
you had it
okay.
on in a picture.
Yeah.
I've seen
I'm,
one with you. Yeah.
Yeah.
oh, is it like me and her backstage or something like that? Maybe.
I can't remember both of you were in it or something.
Yeah, I did almost. I wanted to wear it on
Feet.
stage.
Yeah.
I wanted to wear it on stage, and Savannah goes, she's like, gives me a hug, she's like, good luck, and like rips it off my head. She's like, stop. Yeah. But yeah, dude, I mean, there's just so many places that I got to go with my dad and play at that were just so magical. And yeah, I mean, I would say the answer to that question is Bonnaroo, Red Rocks, or like that Eau Claire one. Yeah,
Okay.
really
Yeah,
special.
Red Rocks is phenomenal. Like,
Yeah, Red Rocks is
I
phenomenal.
saw Lord
I was
Huron.
like, I've seen a couple bands there. I saw Lord Huron and
I love Trampled by
there,
Turtles,
and
dude.
it was
I love Trampled by Turtles.
yeah, we jammed the fuck
I
out to
know
Trampled.
you did.
Oh my god,
I know you did.
like I didn't even know who they were. They were opening for Lord Huron.
Oh, no
My buddy
way.
Ian and I were there just slinging back beers.
Yeah.
And they come back out there just shred. Oh my god, it was
Trampled.
awesome.
Time at
Like-
Bonnaroo, and it's one of those people where I literally went like around to people. I go, "Who is this?"
Yeah.
because I didn't know at the time. And this guy's like, "Dude, Trampled by T." Like, and I'm like, "What?" Like, yeah, and I like look at it, it's like Trampled by Turtles, and I was like, "Oh!" Like just dove into their catalog. Like, dude, they're sick. I love them.
Just some no-name band out of like Duluth.
Yeah,
No-name
Duluth,
band out
yeah.
of like
Yeah.
Duluth,
Yeah,
Yeah,
Minnesota.
they're
Yeah.
awesome,
Yeah.
dude. I bet that Lord Huron show was fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, especially at Red.
Yeah, especially at Red Rocks. I mean, that's just a
Yeah,
venue that.
Oh yeah, that is
It kind of
there's
speaks for
power
itself.
in that
Oh,
place, dude. There's power in those mountains, like for sure.
Yeah. Good answer, man. Indeed.
No, good answer, man. Good deal. Well, our last one is kind of not related to music. So, in terms of your bucket list, tell us one thing on your bucket list, music related, and one thing not related.
On my bucket list, man, I'd have to say, I'd have to say probably like playing at like all the places that my dad did. Like I think like that is my bucket list really, is like hitting all those venues and like going back and kind of like following my dad's, for lack of a better term, footsteps. Yeah, like getting to go like do like Red Rocks, like my show, like that, like dude, like I mean I would die happy. I would die happy that night if I got to do that.
No, that'd be of all venues. I mean, that'd be my number one choice by far.
Oh my god, I mean that, especially if I was able to sell it out, like that's like, dude, if you can get like 9,000 people
That
to come,
mile of seats just going up.
yeah, I mean like that's like that would be huge. And like I don't know if that'll ever happen, and it's okay if it doesn't, but like yeah, I think that would definitely be my bucket list, musically speaking. And then not musically, I kind of want to buy like a log cabin like in the middle of like the Pacific Northwest, just to have like a vacation home for us. Like if like that would be sick if we just had like a really like eerie like forest
Yeah.
cabin. Like I want that.
Like
I want that
Yeah.
for like me and us. Like that would be amazing. Yeah.
Okay. Not
Okay, it's not a
that's
traditional
that's
answer.
like that's a good
Got to
goal.
do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, honestly, that's the truth. Is that like I have not lived a normal life for a 25-year-old. So, I, in a sense, like I'd probably, I mean, I do have like a kind of a jaded perspective, but I think it's all kind of like rushing back to kind of normalcy, I guess, right now. Now that I found like what I want to do, and starting that journey. So
No, I
Yeah.
like that. Yeah. No, I like that. Yeah. And I think you definitely have an interesting perspective on life and, your music. And I'm excited to see how it's going to go, this fall and the semester after, the week in October and after your tours.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited and happy for you and kind of the way things are going.
I'm through the roof about it, man. I cannot wait to show this record to the world, dude.
Yeah.
It is like, I can't even really put words to it, man. It's really, really special.
Do we have a date or do you have any kind of time frame you think? Yeah.
It gets picked up. I think either that or we figure out like a perfect like rollout for it that we can do
Self-release.
ourselves. Yeah, like a self-release thing.
You had an awesome band with you in that
Dude,
studio.
the band was so good.
Yeah.
That's what he was telling
me a little bit. Yeah, that's what he was telling me a little bit. They're just extremely professional, very good.
But like
yeah.
also just like they were just all like instant friends. Like that type of people, but like all of them were like that. It was so cool. Like I like met them all when they're walking in. Like I met like Sadler before like a while ago, but like really like got to like meet him really that time and just like it like I'll never forget that week, man. I will
Can you
never forget
explain
that.
like a little bit about like who they are and how they were chosen for this?
Yeah,
record?
so all right, so
Background.
the producers were Rustin Kelly and Gina Johnson. Two like really, really good friends of mine. And Gina is like just a badass, just a jack of like many trades.
Yeah.
She started out as like an engineer and then like started getting more into like the creative side, like production and all that. She was like kind of like a student too, I guess you could say, for Dave Cobb, who's like a huge producer. He did Traveler, Chris Stapleton, like all the Stapleton records, did my dad's record. And then like after that, she's just kind of like got her like she is like a force in like the music industry now. Like she's awesome, dude. Like she does like all of like Jason Isbell's records. She also just like works with the Stapletons. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like she did my record, which like I still can't really believe. Like, but she's also just like such a beautiful person. Like a seriously like really, really close friend of mine. And Rustin's an artist. And like, I mean, I don't even know how to describe that dude. He's so fucking talented. Like he is just like a walking talent. Like he's amazing, dude. Like the most talented songwriter I think I've ever like been with.
Did you put them on your Instagram?
Video
with them?
Yeah. So yeah, we have like videos like together, I guess, on there from the studio. But we started writing together like for this record. And dude, I just feel like, especially when you get to be around someone that like has that experience and that talent, like it really like forces you to like open up your capabilities if you want to like get better, which like I do. I love it. It's like it's my whole life. Like music is like the love of my life, really. So but yeah, dude, he just really, sorry, I love you, but I mean, honestly,
say something, then she beat me to it.
That's oh yeah. So I just got another note, all big bold letters that said "Stop touching your feet." I'm like learning so much right now. Like, yeah, honestly though, but like on a real note, thank you for this. Yeah, this has been really cool, dude.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, man. But yeah, so Gina, Rustin, I just touched my face. Gina, Rustin, Eli, Fred, Sadler, and Jared. Jared is like really, really close with Rustin. They're like great buddies, and he also has produced Rustin's records. And he's also just like, I think he's in like a bunch of like bands and like does like a million different things. Dude is crazy talented. Like all like the cool like flavor of the album is Jared of my record. Like he's just in there. He just knows how to make shit sound like cool because he's like a cool dude. You know what I mean? Yeah, dude. Like he does like keys, like synths and stuff like that. So like, dude, he really brought the fucking thunder, dude. Like it's such a cool album. And Fred is like one of like my favorite people immediately. I've known this dude for like 5 days. He's one of my favorite people. Like he's just like I want to be him. Like I want to be like as nice and cool and like talented as Fred. Like he's so cool. He's the drummer. He currently is in Sheryl Crow's band. He's the drummer for her. Wow. And he's like dude, like when we needed to turn it up, like to make like, because there's like some songs on there, like the first song on the record is a hard rock song, like a headbanger, like it's like big.
Coming out strong.
Dude, yeah. Oh, dude, I'm kicking the gate open on the first one. Like, that's what I wanted. I want people to be like, oh, John Prine's son. Like, let's see. And I'm like, what's up, dog? Like, I am not John Prine Jr. It is Tommy Prine. Oh, yeah. Like, literally, it's crazy. It's super fun. But, like, dude, he literally was just in there just, like, fucking, like, ripping it up. And, like, so we tracked the whole record, like, together. So, like, I would sit there, I'd talk about the song, I'd play them the song, they'd chart it, and then we all stay in there and we all like get on our little rooms or our little positions and we do all the takes together. So we're like tracking it live, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like the first song that we did, since it was like a really big song, like I've never been in the studio like that before. Like I've been in studios my whole life, but I've never been like doing my songs where I'm like, it's my songs. I'm the leader of like the group, you know what I mean? Yeah. And like, so like, I'm like there, like doing the opening riff and I just hear Fred just boom, just started crushing it. And I'm sitting there and I literally had to stop playing. I was like, oh my God, like this is, yeah, literally, dude. Like, and he was just like so helpful, dude. Like, cause like on like the click, they have like the click in the back so you can like be on time. It is so difficult to play with, dude. Like it's very difficult to like play on time for the whole song, because if you mess up it's like, all right, do it again.
Yeah, you can't just edit that out.
No, literally, like you have to just keep doing it. And like he would just like come in there, even sometimes when it was just like a just me thing, like singing and playing guitar, he'd like come in and like he'd like help keep time with me. And like that was like such like an important thing for me too, just because like we only had 5 days, which is a lot, like a long time, but we're doing a full record in 5 days. So you kind of have to move fast. And I'm also learning something every like 10 seconds. So like, I'm like trying to keep up with all these like lifelong musicians, like A-list dudes, you know what I mean? Like they're fucking phenomenal. So I'm like trying my best to keep up. So he was just super helpful and like, just like such like a sweetheart, dude. Fred was the guy. And then Eli is the bass player. And I'm not sure what Eli's doing right now, but he like, dude, he created these moments on my record of like something that I've always wanted to hear in my songs. Like I would like write a song and like in the back of my head, I'm like, dude, it'd be so sick if I like had like this cool moment where it's like just the bass and like me going, because like it's like a Red Hot Chili Peppers kind of shit. Because like I used to listen to Chili Peppers a whole bunch. And like I still do. I fucking love the Chili Peppers. John Frusciante is my like #1 guitar player of all time. I love him. But he would like even like on the opening track, there's like this thing where he's like, hey, why don't we try this? And he was just like doing this sick fucking riff on the bass. And like, it's like in like the bridge where like, it's just me and the bass. And like, he created these moments like on not just that song, but like the whole record where I was like, dude, that is always what I've wanted to hear. Like that. He like really like it's for a lack of like a better phrase, he like brought some like thickness like to the songs, you know what I mean? Like on the spot. Yeah, exactly. Oh dude, so here's the thing, we just met each other literally on Monday
this week.
This week. They haven't heard any of the songs going into the studio. None of them. Like literally none of them. I would sit down, they'd be like, what's this one? I'd tell them the title, what's it called, I play it, they'd chart it, and they would just go instincts and be like, all right. I'm like, dude, it was I hope we recorded some of it, because it was like trippy, kind of like hearing like I'm like in this like booth, headphones on, I know the song, I'm ready to go, and all of a sudden I just hear like Sadler like, and then like Fred's like trying something, and it's like minutes go by and it's like all like they're kind of playing different things, sort of like they heard the song one time, they're looking at the chart, it's not even the notes, it's just the chords, like the 1 3 4 4 4 over 1 type shit. And like they're all just, it's just like, it's just so like crazy, like it's all like kind of melting together. And then at one point they all kind of look at each other and just snap in and start playing this song, and I'm like, dude, what? And I'm like, wait, this is like my song, like this is so crazy. And like, dude, that was super wild. So Fred, Eli, Jared, Rustin, Gina, and then Sadler Vaden, who is Jason Isbell's guitar player.
Okay.
So he is like,
phenomenal artist.
Dude, he is a badass. Like that dude literally just like opens up on this record. It's crazy, dude. Like there was literally like points where like he's also just like such like a talented all around dude. Like he would like make suggestions for the songs. Like little like chord changes here and there that like literally make the song. Like just like tiny little things. He'd be like, dude, trust me, like do this, just do this. And I'm like, oh, and like change the whole fucking song. Like it's crazy. But like there was like times that like it was just so cool because like I was like looking forward to this moment. And at one point, like I would go in, like we do a bunch of takes and like, all right, we got the like vocals down pretty good. Like that's pretty much the base of the song. And then the production starts. So, like we all kind of go in there and listen down, and Rustin's like, Eli, get in there, like do like this. I'm like trying to describe noises that we like want. And like at one point, I'm just like looking over at like Rustin. Rustin's like, yeah, I got you. And he's like, Sadler, can you just go in there and just like rip it the fuck up, please? Like that's what we need. Like we need you to like be an animal right now. Yeah. And he's like, sure. He's like, you got it. Goes in there and just lays down like disgusting guitar solos.
It was so funny to me because I'd come by the studio like for a couple hours every day, and there was one point when we're all in the control room or whatever, and I'm just hearing this like guitar that was just absolutely insane, like the most crazy guitar riff ever. And I'm like, where's like, who is this, a recording, or is this like, is someone doing this right now? And I'm like, oh yeah, it's Sadler. And I look in the room and it looks like he's just like staring off into space, sitting down like on his phone. It looks like that. Yeah. But he's just, you look over and he's just like casually doing that. Yeah. I'm like, you'd think that like wind would be blowing in his hair and like he'd be like on his
like
knees,
standing on
like,
the amps. Like,
yeah. And he's just sitting there like
it's just like like going nuts,
just,
dude. Like there's like some like slide solos on this that there's, oh my god, dude, I cannot wait to show you this record. Like it's nuts.